Today I'm going to be running some new pellets. These are Manchester barbecue pellets. They have a very specific process that they've patented on making pellets that they claim is able to keep a lot of the natural flavors of the wood in the pellets. It all has to do with the type of wood that they use and their drying process, and they don't use sawdust, they use chunks. The first thing I see, there are some really long ones, and I know some smokers don't do a really good job with the longer pellets, but apparently the moisture in these is like perfect, and they do break really easy. So I'm gonna give these a try. I'm doing a tri-tip today, and I'm gonna cook it in the brisket style, and we're gonna see what we get. I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so far so good. The hopper is full. I had it emptied. I have my Manchester pellets in there, and just so you can see, these are a blend of hickory, oak, maple, and cherry. It smells really good when I open the bag up, and we're about to find out. So today I am doing a Trisket. This is a tri-tip cooked in the style of a brisket. You see my pigtail flipper there. That's what I use to throw my food on. I'm going to turn this up to 225 once I get everything on here. This is my Pimp My Grill rack system. It's pretty sweet. Grab my Trisket with my flipper. Throw it on here. Push my rack back in. All right, I'm gonna start this at 225, and as it cooks, I'll probably ramp it up. I'm going to 225. And let's have a look and see how these pellets do in the Green Mountain Grill smoker. One thing you need to be aware of with cheaper pellets, there may be more fillers in there and not enough hardwood, which gets you your BTUs and holds your temperature. That is one thing that Manchester has perfected, is how they mix their woods. And they've done a lot of testing to make sure that they get the best BTUs that they can possible, along with flavor. So I'm gonna let this thing kick up to 225, and I'll try to catch it as it's heating up in a minute, kicking off some smoke, and I'll let you know what I think of the smell. Okay, it didn't take long. See, I'm getting good smoke. There she goes. She's rolling. I'm up to 163 degrees. But really what it comes down to is, how's the food taste? Do you get a good smoke ring? Now, this isn't a brisket, so it's not going to have the same amount of time as a brisket. This is what I had available. I actually picked this tri-tip up from Sickler Circle View Farms, which is a local farm around here. It's Rachel and David. They run the farm. It's a family-run business, and if you check them out, they do a lot of things different from a lot of farms, and they try to, it's almost like a recycle type of technique that they do on their farm. They'll plant different crops in order to prevent erosion and flooding when they're not using the fields, and then they'll let the cows go out there and eat the different crops. And they also have chickens. They rotate the chickens on a wagon, and they use that to fertilize their field, which is pretty cool. and all of their meats have been very, very good. Their briskets are awesome. They have some really big briskets too. They also have pigs, so you can get sausage, bacon, and a lot of other things. So check them out, Sickler's Circle View Farm. I'm up to almost 200 degrees already. She's rolling pretty good. And we're gonna let this get up to 225 and cook for just a little bit. And we'll come out and we'll check on it. There it is. Good smoke with the Pimp My Grill rack system. That is the 3 rack system, and they are sweet. It's a new product that we have at Dr. Smoke. All right, I'll be back. We're rolling smoke. Holding temperature good. Let's check out our Trisket. Nice and hot. I'm looking and I'm not cooking, right? Don't do that. Here's our pellets, our Manchester pellets. There are some really long ones in here, but as long as they don't mess with my auger, I don't really care. Not a lot of sawdust in the bottom. They break really easy, so I'm not real concerned. I know some people freak out when they see them like that, but they look good to me. It smells good. See what the bottom of the bag looks like. Got a lot of dust in there. Nope, not bad. Just a little bit. I mean, that's pretty normal. You can screen them out if you want, but I don't do that. It's going pretty good though. Check back in a little bit. All right, it's time to check up on this Trisket and wrap it. There it is, looking good. I just checked it a second ago, and I'm at 165. So I'm gonna pull this off. Put this on my butcher paper here, and wrap it up, throw it back on, and let it keep going. It's looking good though. No issues with the pellets. Barely burned anything. Still rolling smoke. All right, it's been exactly 6 hours that my Trisket's been on here. I did crank it up to 250. I had burgers on here earlier. We're looking at 201.7, 0.8, 0.9, 202. Works for me. I'm pulling this bad boy. We're gonna let it cool for at least 30 minutes, and then I'll slice it up and we'll take a look at that. But the pellets worked out great. That's about what I burnt in 6 hours. Smoke, smells smoky, it's good. And we're gonna check this thing out and see how it is. And that is the Manchester Pellets. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, it's time to cut the brisket open. Couldn't find my tripod, so you guys got to bear with me. There it is. Oh, I called it a brisket. It's a Trisket. All right, let's try to cut this bad boy open. All right, I had to turn my phone off, but here we go. Here is our Trisket. It has a pretty good smoke ring. The fat definitely is, oh yeah. Fat rendered down nice. Looks pretty good. I've never done a tri-tip like this. It's just like a brisket. I think I'm gonna have to test this one out. It smells like a pot roast. A little different than what a brisket smells like when it's cooked. Great smoke ring though. I'm digging these pellets. We're gonna try them out on a few more things. But there's our Trisket. Looking sweet. The pellets burned really good. And I would say this was a successful cook. Have a good one, guys.